It gets better. It's injected with pistachio sauce in the middle as well. Oh yeah, this is unbelievable. So there is a thriving cafe culture in Albania, particularly in Durrës, where we are. And locally, we've been told about a semi-viral hotspot called Muleri Vietjer, which has pistachio cronuts. They call it a croissant roll here, but it's basically a cronut, a cross between a donut and a croissant. We've been told it's worth trying, so let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is unbelievable. Super flaky. Ultra sweet and rich. That pistachio cream sauce is unbelievable. That is delicious. I love cronuts. We can't actually find them as regularly as I'd like. You can get them in like a few places in East London. So the fact that we've just bumped into this place, I'm very happy about. Obviously, your verdict, please, my friend.
You're in no carb, man.
Oh. This might be the only thing we're cuisining in Durrës, but this alone has made the trip worth it. Absolutely delicious.
Tell you what, it's certainly better than the burek you made me try yesterday.
This is true. This is true. It gets better. It's injected with pistachio sauce in the middle as well. Oh yeah, this is unbelievable. If you're gonna be in Durrës, don't try the burek. Try the Muleri Vietjer croissant roll. Right guys, we've literally stopped on the side of the road with this fruit seller to try some fresh Albanian produce. We're on our way from Durrës to Vlorë and we've stopped on the highway and look how fresh this watermelon is. I've been told that Albanians make very good watermelon. So, time to try it. He's given me his knife. I'm gonna cut into it and I followed the watermelon metrics to see if there's good produce, bit battered on the outside, hollow on the inside. Look at that color, nice and red. Let's go. Oh my god, that might be one of the best watermelons I've had in my life. So juicy, so watery, super sweet. That is unbelievable. So refreshing under this scorching sun. Alright guys, the next fruit we're going to try from this guy, I have no idea what this is. Nobody was able to translate, so I'm just going to try and see. It has solid, looks like a tomato, solid like an apple, but I have no idea what it is. Let's go. Oh my goodness. This is delicious. It's basically like a Sharon fruit. It tastes like a solidified, not so juicy Sharon fruit. Imagine a cross between a typical Sharon fruit and an apple. That's kind of what it's like. Texture is hard, dense. On the inside it's almost like a brownish pink, and the exterior is kind of like a cross between a green tomato and an apple, but it's rigid, it's very, very firm. Listen to that crunch. Unbelievable. Very, very nice.
So we are in restaurant Vani, but it's actually Vani 2. We tried Vani 1 and it was an abandoned shack about 800 meters from here. Turns out the reason is Vani 1 was so successful they needed more space.
Wow.
I don't know, as an Egyptian, I'll tell you that you can't get traditional seafood. Seafood is not just seafood. We're here to explore whether Albanian traditional seafood is actually as good as they claim to be. I mean, much like all the claims you've been making throughout this holiday, we know that it's gonna slap, and you're gonna say it's the most authentic thing in the world.
I think the great thing about Vlore is what I'm realizing is basically a startup city as well. There's half-built construction sites everywhere, much like Sylhet in Bangladesh, and I think and that's why it's interesting that the original Vani was shut down. It's no surprise actually. You never know when a building is functional or not here, but this is going to be brilliant, and we are going to have an absolute field day with some traditional Albanian seafood. Remember, Vlore is on the coast, and so seafood is incredible for these guys. Right guys, our food has arrived, and just look at this spread. Such healthy portions, very reasonably priced. No wonder why this place is totally packed. One of the most popular spots in Vlore, traditional Albanian food. There's no surprise that they're eating fresh seafood here in Vlore, which is on the coast, the most northern point of the Albanian Riveria. Right, first up though, we're going to try something called the fergesi, which is a traditional Albanian stew almost. It's tomatoes, peppers, and feta. So let's go. The feta is almost made into a roux, and that's mixed in with peppers and tomatoes, which are pummeled down, and you get this lovely soup, which is very bitty in consistency. Let's go. Ah, that's hot. That is hot, but it's unbelievable. I'm gonna try it with a little bit of bread. Try and reduce the burden on my tongue. That is a very hearty soup, very warm, creamy, and got that little bit of tang from the feta as well. That is delicious. The traditional Albanian soup here has gone down very, very well. I love that. Now, another traditional item here is basically peppers stuffed with cheese. If you haven't noticed by now, the Albanians absolutely love peppers. They have it in the Balkan breakfast, they have it on the side. So many of their dishes are basically dependent on peppers. Let's go. That's delicious. I really like that. The pepper is so fresh. The produce here is amazing. Works really well with the cheese. Cheese is very creamy. Pepper's quite tangy to it. Beautiful. Love that. Now, of course, the main event. Look at this spread of seafood that's all basically deep fried by the looks of it. We've got prawns, we've got sardines, we've got octopus, we've got squid. This is unbelievable. A taste of the sea by the sea. Can't get any better than that. Lemon. That is unbelievable. Squid first. Very standard, just seasoned very mildly. Bit of salt, bit of pepper, nothing else. The rest of the deliciousness comes purely from the produce. I've got no idea what this is.
I'm pretty sure that's a shrimp.
That's a crab.
The crab ball. Let's cut it up and see. I think that might be crab. I don't know, you guys might have to let me know in the comments below what the hell this is. But what on earth? It doesn't taste like fish at all, it tastes like rice.
Maybe it's like an arancini.
I think that might be an arancini, you know. Rice balls, deep fried rice balls, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of arancini action, why not? Truth be told, I have no idea what that is. But no, look, that's a toothpick in there. So
Ooh, that's a claw.
That's a toothpick.
What, is that still a toothpick? That's a crab claw, my friend.
That is. Maybe it's a crab rice ball. There we go. So we have it. It's crab and rice battered and deep fried. There we go. Prawn. Take his head off. skin is on. I think I'm gonna knock the skin as well. Oh man, I just love seafood. Nothing beats this. Sardines next.
Ah yes, when you're ready, makes space for.
I mean, this just gets better and better, ladies and gentlemen. Entering the table. Seafood linguine. But this one, this is basically prawns in like a tomatoey base with a little bit of cheese on top. That is also delicious. Unbelievable. Baked shrimps in a tomato sauce. The sakanaki. We'll get to that next, but first, let's have a little bit of octopus. Oh my word. This right now is heaven. Fresh, by the sea, seafood galore. I think this might be my favourite restaurant in Albania so far. It's for the locals, a lot of hustle and bustle, very busy. You know, not so upmarket, but that's the beauty of it. I'm gonna have a little bit of sakanaki, with a little bit of prawn. Here we go. Oh, that's got a good level of tang to it actually, it's very tangy. Cuts through the creaminess of the cheese. Honestly guys, this is unbelievable. This is a taste of Vlor. We've come all the way to the northernmost point of the Albanian Riviera. We've made our way up from Theth, up north in the mountains. This country's got such a variety of landscapes and foods. It's unbelievable. I knew Albania had more to offer. Alright, you brought me here. Now you try and tell me.
Google brought me here, let's be honest. Alright, we'll start with the faggis.
I like them, I'll have them, but I don't crave them. I like them cold, but in salad.
Different to anything I've ever tried before. A cheesy, creamy soup, very intriguing.
Baked prawns with tomato.
Very hot. Very hot.
Very hot. Straight out the oven.
Oh. Now, ooh. That is incredible. I like to think of myself as a seafood specialist.
Based on what?
Hailing from the historical city of Alexandria.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That is very, very special. Unique mix of flavors, herbs, bit of cheese, very tangy, and the prawn just kills it off.
Unreal.
Very strong.
Unreal. Now for the big boy, mate.
Where do we go?
Big boy next.
Bit of squid?
Let's do it.
Bit of squid. That's good. Not too rubbery, which is actually quite tough to get right. But I like that. Personally, not really a fan of sardines. They've never been my favourite. Also not my favourite. But
Still not your favourite.
a strong attempt. Sardines generally have a bit of a very fishy aftertaste, which I know sounds very self-evident, but it's a preference. I think that's also a sardine.
Also a sardine.
Let's do a prawn. The other thing is, when you're eating seafood, there is no way to do it with etiquette and manners. So anyone that's going to be like, you heathens, you third world barbarians, eating with your hands, number one, that is the way of the prophet. And number two, gives the food more flavour. Very juicy prawns. Very, very nice. All in all, I'm a happy bunny.
There he is.